All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I apologize for being late. I had to restart my computer. Google was not working fine. Uh, Please invite your friends. I did not post anywhere yet, not even in Facebook or anywhere. So please invite your friends and tell them that we are here. Today, our topic is about a family suicide bomber in Indonesia. Family. Yesterday, Sunday, a family members of six, the father and the mother and their four children. They attack Christians during their prayer in the church. Now, this is a new style of Islamic attack. Family suicide bombing. Let us go to hell altogether. The religion which is called Islam is so peaceful and so beautiful to the point it's convincing a family of mother and father that if they kill as many as they can of Christians today, they will go to heaven. So they decide, inspired by the teaching of Allah and the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, who is all about peace, as George Bush said, and Obama said, and Hillary Clinton said, and the President of France said, and the German chancellor said. All of them, they say to us that Islam is a very peaceful religion. But what they will not say to you, that all those countries, they spend a huge budget, and number one concern is security because of the peace for Islam. And the funny, whoever do those things, they will say to us, this is the wrong Islam, this is not Islam, as if it is Muhammad is not the one who said, I've been victorious by terror. The hypocrisy of the world today is amazing. Family suicide bomber, but none of them, as you see in the title, none of them says the word Islam. It's just a family suicide bomber. I mean, that's it. This is what the news is. Is it really this is what happened? Is it just a family suicide bomber? Nobody want to tell us what family is that? Why is this family is doing that? Nobody is willing to explain to us why a family of four, they should be living happily in a country where Christians harm no one. Those Indonesian Christians are very peaceful, nice people. They never harm anyone. Never. What in the world will justify such an attack? And what in the world, what kind of teaching, what kind of hate, what kind of ideology will make people kill themselves to kill others? And others who? Women and children praying in a church. What kind of satanic religion this religion is? It's hard to believe. For the one is asking why my book is not found in the German section in Amazon, is going to be there. First, they publish it always in Amazon.com, and then it's going. Actually, it's already there, but it's not ready for sale in the German. Just give it a day or two, is going to be there. All the media, they will say to us, ISIS. Do you know what ISIS mean? What is ISIS? Why they are even using the word ISIS? ISIS is an Islamic state. You see, they come with the term or the word ISIS is to save Islam from being exposed. So now people, they think of ISIS, they forget the word Islam. ISIS is simply a wrong name. It's not even exist. And the purpose of this ISIS is not to mention the word Islam in the title, to lie to you. They wanna, you see, we are in the world of hypocrisy where the doctor will not tell you what the name of the disease because he feared that this disease will kill him if he say his name. You know what I mean? The doctor himself will not tell you what the problem. This is why your leaders in all countries, including the West, they will not say that the problem is Islam. You know, they are fighting the wind without, because they will not name the enemy. The enemy is the ideology, not the poor Muslims. The poor Muslims are victim of this cult. You need to fight the ideology. Those people, they are convinced to do that because of Islam. They are not crazy. Those people are not crazy. You might think, oh, those must be crazy. They are not. They are just being Muslims. This is the fact. Every day a new terrorist attack somewhere. I mean, in the same day you might find a terrorist not only that, the second day another family, just the second day another family attack a police station. Family. It's like a new fashion for the Muslims. A family, mother and father and children, they will go to heaven together. They attack a police station. You see, fighting terrorism is not by fighting terrorists. Well, defend yourself from terrorists, there's no problem because you have to do that anyway. But fighting terrorism is by fighting the belief. Otherwise, you are wasting your time. You will kill one terrorist tomorrow. There is 10. And this is what we do here. And this is why we ask people always to help us, because the mission is bigger than what you can imagine. And this mission is going to impact all of you. The filth of this terrorism is going to spread like fire everywhere for a very simple reason. There's Muslim immigrant everywhere. Just last Saturday, a terrorist Muslim from Chechnya who got a French citizenship, what he did? What he did? He remembered some verses from the Quran. He is inspired by Allah. He is inspired by the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. So what he decided to do? In Saturday night, he decided to take a knife, the biggest knife he can buy, and walk in the street and start stabbing people in the street in the name of Allah, shouting Allahu Akbar. And still they will not say that the problem is the religion of this cult. Why we don't see Hindus doing that? You see, the Hindus, they've been occupied by the British. The British, they took over their country for many years, and they did many unlawful things for them. But we did not hear about Hindus walking in the street, stabbing people in the street just like this because saying whatever his name, Akbar. Why we don't see the Buddhas doing that? All those Asian countries were occupied by Western countries. Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, you name it. Wherever this cult go, bloodshed go with it. And now if you are a person who don't agree with me that this is the problem, it is this cult, then explain to me why wherever this cult goes, bloodshed goes with it. Anyone have an explanation? What is the secret? Why? I am an Arab coming from the Middle East. Why we did not see an Arab guy in America getting some wherever, he's an Arab. So the problem is not being an Arab. The problem is not being an Arab. The problem is being a Muslim. You see, some people, they might try to make it as if it's about an ethnic group. That is racism. That's false. There's bad and good people everywhere, from every color, from every etc. But some people, they try to say to you there's bad and good in every religion. That's true and false in the same time. A good Muslim is someone who do jihad. A good Muslim is the one who followed the steps of Muhammad, and Muhammad was a terrorist. So how I can be a good Muslim without being a terrorist? A good Christian is someone who followed the steps of Jesus. I receive a message from Facebook saying to me, you are blocked from posting in Facebook for the coming 24 hours. Anyone knows, guys, why? Guess what? Guess what is the reason Facebook blocked me from posting there? Because I say the stupid Muslims in the text. I mean, this is against our rules. You see? You see, when you are Christian and you say the word is stupid to Muslims, they block you. Muslims in Facebook, they are posting beheading, they are posting Allahu Akbar Takbir hate speech against the Christians. They want to kill them, they want to find them, they want to kill the Jews, they want to demolish Israel, and that is not against the rules of Facebook. Me, I just said stupid Muslims. You can't even say the word stupid. Stupid Muslim is against the rules of Facebook. Stupid Muslims. Well, Muslims are stupid. You like it, you want to block me, who care? This is the most stupid religion. A person who believes if he kills some innocent people, he will go to heaven and God will make his penis endless. What does that mean? That means that he's so stupid. A person who believes if he kills some Jews, he will go to heaven and Allah will make his penis endless and he will give him unlimited numbers of vagina. That is so stupid. You block me, you don't block me. Do your best. By the way, we have a strike in Arabian Prophet account, right? I made an appeal, legal appeal, and YouTube left up the strike. So, like, finally, YouTube is coming to their sense. So, my Arabian Prophet, we will start doing live broadcast on Arabian Prophet starting from the next time. Just take a note, please. Each time I have an account, have like, you know, like start growing fast, you go in 10,000 and more, etc. Right away, they start trying to take you down, but it doesn't work, you know. We will open account. Who care? Our message will never be blocked, and nobody can block it. My books, my videos, and we are here to stay and to say the truth. Don't ever give up and let the devil win, because this is the whole point of this. The first thing I thought about when I heard about this family who committed suicide, I said to myself, what a poor family. Not only what a poor Christians, they get killed for no reason. I feel sorry for them. They are victims of the filthy Muhammad. This is the truth. It was the filthy teaching of Muhammad who made those people commit suicide and kill themselves. thinking they are doing favor to God. And remember what Jesus said. Jesus says, time will come and people will think by killing you they are doing a favor to God. That is the words of our Lord. And it's absolutely true. They think they are doing favor to God. And they think they are going to be rewarded because they are killing some Christians and some Jews. We have countries, my friend, around the world. They pray every day for the death of non-believers. And the whole world is saying nothing about it. The whole world is going blind because everybody is politically correct. How you can fight terrorists, you idiots? The president of whatever, the prime minister of whatever. When those people, nobody is forcing them to change their system. How the whole earth will live in will live in peace when we have a children's in the age of 5 years old. In the morning they recite a verse from the Quran saying, oh Allah, don't make us the same as the lost Christians and the cursed Jews. They say to you, we ban ISIS. You need to ban Islam. Islam is the problem, is not ISIS. Whoever joined ISIS is a victim. ISIS themselves are victims of Islam. Yes, they are criminals, but the question is, who made them criminals? Those are people born like us. They are flesh and blood like us. They have a family. They have feeling. What made them criminals? It is the cult of Islam. This is the truth. But nobody want to talk about it. They want to talk about everything except the important one. You go right now and open any British website for a news. What they are talking about? They are talking about the football player Muhammad Salah. This is what they are busy about. A football player. And they are praising his religion because he is making goal. I mean, do you see how stupid the Western these days are? They forgot all the pain is coming from this religion, and just because of football. And I'm not against the guy. I have no idea who is he. I don't care who is he. But this is how silly, stupid people are. We say that we as a Christians, our Lord, he ordered us to love everybody, including the Muslims, and we do. But loving the Muslim does not mean you love the devil. We love the Muslims, but we will not love the devil teaching. Loving the Muslims have nothing to do with closing your eyes and not to see the truth. People are being slaughtered, people being killed for no reason except that this is a cult teaching hate and killing, and nobody want to stand for it. Even your Christian churches, which is led by a bunch of cowards, they don't even dare to talk about it. How many churches this Sunday spoke about what happened? Nobody. You go to the church, they recite for you the same words you heard last Sunday. The priest, he give you a speech the same as written last year. They are disconnected from the whole world. They have nothing to do with what's happening around us. And the speech is a speech made and said thousands, if not millions of times, and repeated. Nobody is saying anything to you. You go to the church. The topic of today, the priest, you open a book is written by someone about preaching. He's not even making his own preach. He is fake. He is coward. He is fake. He is unreal. He is a potato. We need a revolution inside our churches. We are not going to the church to read the Bible only. We can read the Bible at home. Jesus said, if you want to pray, go to your closet. I do not need the priest. Unless the priest is educated and he can teach me something I don't know. The church should be a place of education, not a place of a social club. And many of those false Christians, they make the church a social club. We go there, we meet others. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? How you been? Did you see John last week? I didn't see him. No, let us have some coffee, and that's it. The Christians, the Christians are the church, and the Christians, they meet in the church to discuss Christian issues. If you go to the book of Acts, what is the book of Acts? What is that? It's called the book of Acts. Where is the act of us as a Christians today? Where we are located in the book of Acts, where we can find ourselves in that book. Guys, do you understand what I'm saying, or I'm speaking from different building? Christianity is not the same as Islam, where people, they go in a certain time, they bow down, they go up, they bow down, they go up, like a robot machine. That is not a Christianity. Jesus, who is our Lord and our God, he did not sit it in a chair and say, hey, come one by one and kiss my shoes. He was a teacher, he was a preacher, he was standing between the poor, he walked between them, he helped them. He debated the Jews, he debated anyone around him. He is a person, he is real. He was not an idol to be worshipped. He was the God between us, and he walked like us. So if a priest, he cannot be what Jesus was going to do, then why he is a priest, and why he is getting paid a salary, and why he is having a nice life, and you pay for his food, you pay for his house, you pay for his insurance? It's a job, my friend. Imagine you go right now to careerbuilding.com, whatever website, to look for a job. You will find that there's a job for a priest. It's a job. People, they have a resume. People, they have a resume. Imagine once I went to a church and I offered them my service for free, as usual. Do you know what the priest, he said to me? Can you please email me your resume? I said, what resume? I'm not applying for a job. He said, yeah, still we have need. I said, why you need a resume? I am here with you. I mean, ask me, what do you want? You want a resume? And I said to him, if Jesus is here right now, are you going to ask him for a resume? A resume? What resume? Our Lord the Messiah, to enter a church today, to speak in the stage, he need a resume. Otherwise, he will not be allowed to speak. Hey, I am the Messiah. Get down. Where is your resume? I am the Messiah. No. Prove it. Where is your resume? My prayer for all our brothers and sisters in Indonesia, I love you all. And I receive a lot of messages from those Christians in Indonesia in my account in Christian Prince Author. You know, talk is cheap. I wish I can do something, you know. But sometimes talk, when it's come to religion, is sharper than any weapon. It's better than guns and war. For this is what the devil fear, is someone saying the truth. You can go in war with those poor Muslims who they are victims of this cult, and we kill each other. That will make even Satan more happy. That will make even Satan more excited. For now is more bloodshed is happening. Christians and Muslims killing each other. We don't want that. We don't want to kill the Muslims. We don't want any Muslim to be harmed. But in the same time, we have a mission to make those Muslims understand that killing non-Muslims, not only the Christians, is not going to take them to what it's called heaven. Is going to take them to hell. There's no way that a God who is a true God, who believe in justice, this is the logic, will take you to heaven for killing a bunch of children and Christians or Jews or Hindu or Buddhas in a place, listening to a prayer or listening to a music or some group of people walking in the street or in a bus station, or somebody is jogging and do sport and you go over him by your car. What kind of God this God is? This filthy God, Satan, love and enjoy the bloodshed. It's party time. Family doing suicide bombing. What will make Satan more happy more than this? Mass murder. And supposedly it's in the name of God. And now God is happy. Dracula is happy. A lot of people die. Party, party. This is why I say we are very short in the duty we do. After all what I did, I find still I am like, here we go. How many people watching the video right now? Look at this. How many people right now they are with us? I told you about an app. It's called Life Me. I went there. A woman laying down in the bed. Laying down in the bed. She is not even showing anything. And she opened her mouth yawning. And she looked really scary. Scared. She scared me with her yawning. The camera is so close to her face. When I click at that place to see why there's a lot of people there. I mean, I was curious why. She have hundreds of people there watching her, but she is doing nothing. She was yawning. She is not even talking about the topic. I made a broadcast in the same application 2 days ago. Do you know how many I got in it? Who can guess? There is a woman, she is yawning. I'm not going to talk about the women who is showing their panties. Those have like a huge number, like 30,000, 50,000, you name it. I got 37 people. You believe it? 37 people. That's it. You go, you open your camera, you say stupid things, you get a couple of thousand watching you. You talk about very serious matter, sharing knowledge which they cannot earn anywhere, and then you get only 37 people. Do you understand now why if you open Fox News, they have 4 girls wearing short skirt, blonde, and they have a big fake smile and 5 kilograms of makeup, and their skirt is almost showing their panties? This is supposedly a respectable TV station, and they call themselves conservative. Yeah, right. People these days are very silly and very stupid. There's a guy with his name. Supposedly he is a comedian. He do like he have a show. Uh, Let me see. He was attacking Trump wife for her accent, making fun of her. And then I said to myself, I mean, look at Fox News, who is attacking this guy for he is being stupid. He is being stupid, but I mean, isn't you being stupid too? The world is full of, there's people dying, there's people getting killed, there's people they are losing their houses, there's people they are burned alive, and those people are worried. The American are worried, fighting about a comedian idiot show, making fun of the wife of a Trump accent. It's not right, but I mean, this is really what. So now the American, they are busy watching Sean Hannity speaking about this guy who did insult the president wife, making fun of her accent. So I mean, this is the biggest concern for America right now. Is that a national security issue we should meet and discuss, and we spend hours of time talking about it and debating about it? Don't you believe in the freedom of speech? He's an idiot. He will make fun of my accent too. So people, they are very, this is how it is today. They are very silly. The more silly you are, the more stupid, the more you are cool. The more stupid your topic, the more you are popular. The more dangerous and risky it is, the more nobody want to even invite you to talk about it. The topic now in England is Mohamed Salah, the football player. In America, the accent of Melania Trump. In France, the panty of the wife of the president. In Italy, Berlusconi is allowed to go now to election and his girlfriend is happy with him. I mean, look how silly. Look how silly is the interest. People are losing their mind. We have people who go to the church in Nigeria, they never come back out. They get in, they never get out. Every Sunday. Sunday became the day of massacre, the day of killing. You go to the church Sunday to share love, you get killed. And nobody want to say who is the killer. An attack in Canada. Oh, this guy, he is suffering from mental issue. All of them, they are suffering from mental issue, including the one who report the news. But that will not let us give up. We are victorious by his name, my friends. And the reason for, you need to ask yourself, why those family they commit suicide bombing? Because somebody he ordered them that this is the target. But why? Because Christianity is a growing big deal in Indonesia. That is the problem. They think by attacking a church and killing some Christians, they will stop Christianity. Trust me. People before you, long time ago, they tried to do the same. It worked the opposite way. The Roman before you, they used to feed us to animals. We used to be a game. People watching us being eaten by lion and tigers. And we don't give up our faith. And those Christian in Indonesia, they will never give up their faith. The same as what happened in Indonesia in the east of Timor. The Muslims, they stormed them killing tens of thousands of Christians. What happened? The Christians of east of Timor today, they have their own country, and it's like heaven. Actually, I will put in my plan one day to go to the east of Timor, this country, which is a very it's a new Christian country. This area used to be Muslims. Those people, they converted to Christianity. The Muslim, they could not take it. How all this area Christianity spread like holy fire. Christianity is growing and strong. I was in China, and you will not believe how Christianity is spreading in China. It's amazing. China is going to be the coming giant Christian land. The Chinese Communist government, they are doing their best to stop Christianity from spreading, but Christianity is going like everywhere. The day I arrived to China, this year, it was the same day the Chinese, they demolished the biggest church, or let's say a huge church in China. But that will not change anything. You cannot stop us by killing some Christians here and there. You cannot. Christianity is powerful because it's based on love, not because it's based on hate. And love always wins. For we are born with it. It is the gift of God. It is the fingerprint of God. It is the signature of our Lord the Messiah, who said before Abraham, I am. And you cannot find that. There's many Muslim terrorists who became Christians today, who used to teach hate and even kill Christians. The love and the power of love, which is God is love, is amazing power. Terrorism will not solve your problem, Muslims. It's destroying even your life. I mean, look at the Muslim life. What life you have? You go to the mosque, they teach you hate. You know, the second you preach hate, the second you preach hate, you feel like you are poisoned. You are sick yourself. You are not happy. For hate is eating you from inside. You die fast, even if you don't have any like a physical attack. Your health will not be the same because hate is going to consume you, will eat you. Hate is like worms who eat your body. This is why you see the Messiah, when they ask him how we pray, he said, say like this, our Father art of heaven, and right away he says, forgive to us the same as we forgive to others. What is the purpose of forgiveness? You see, if you want to know and you want to learn about Christ, Christ's words is very, very, very deep, and they are very highly in meaning. It's not just a word. Forgive to us the same as we forgive to others. What does that mean? That's mean I am the forgiveness. And if you belong to I am the forgiveness, you have to forgive. Otherwise, you are not worth of my forgiveness. The one who don't give, why I'm going to give him? The one is cheap, why he deserve to be given? The one is selfish, why he deserve to be thinking of him? The Messiah, everything he says is about love. Forgiveness is one side of love. It's a step, big step for love. So before you earn forgiveness from our Lord, then you have to forgive. Otherwise, you don't deserve His forgiveness, for you don't qualify to be a member in the family of forgiveness. This is what the Christianity is about. We are a family of forgiveness. We are a net of forgiveness. And this is why our family have a better life and better qualification and better quality and better happiness from anyone else. A person who sleep with his hate, he might have heart attack even in his dream, because his hate will chase him even in his dreams. He will see himself killing people. He will see himself killing the ones he hate. He will not live comfortable. He will not sleep well. His hate will eat him alive. This is why you notice that when I speak about Christianity, I don't like those who divide the Christians between Protestant and Catholic and Orthodox. How dare you? If Jesus asked us even to forgive our enemies, how dare you to say to a Christian who loved Jesus, worship Jesus, he's willing to die for the sake of the Messiah, but don't worry, the Messiah don't want you to die for him. He died for you. This is not Islam. Yet you say to him, you will go to hell. Who are you? If somebody made wrong, he will not go to heaven. Well, I am the first one not to go to heaven. Who of us don't do wrong? And he did wrong. So if somebody he kiss a picture, and because he loved the Messiah, he think this is the right thing to do, that will not make him a bad person. That is just doing wrong. But not because he's evil. Actually, because he's a good person. He loved the Messiah so much, but he is doing it in the wrong way. That will not make him go to hell. He loved the Messiah from his heart. Maybe he loved him a lot more than you do. Forgiveness is the key of success in life, for it's going to bring love and mercy even inside your family, inside your house, with your family, with your brother, with your sister. Hate is just like shooting yourself in the mirror. You think you're shooting somebody. This is why I like to see the Christians, they don't ask each other, are you a Catholic, are you Protestant? Don't do that. Are you a follower of Christ? I don't care what church you go to. The Messiah said, from their fruits you shall know them, not from their names. Names mean nothing. You can call yourself whatever you want. You can even call yourself Jesus. But putting a sign of Mercedes-Benz in a donkey will not make the donkey Mercedes-Benz. Don't fool yourself. As they say in China, he left as a donkey, he never came back as a horse. Some people, they think by giving themselves a title, they become a horse. But the fact, the title make you even more ugly because it doesn't fit. You see, if a villager, he is wearing a dirty pant, a sandal, he have some mud in his face, I don't see him dirty. I don't see him ugly. He's a villager. He's doing what is right for him to live, to survive. That's what he do for a living. He go in the mud, he work, he dig in the ground, he get dirty. He get dirty to do good. That is not dirty. That is very clean. And then you will see another guy wearing a nice suit. He have a perfume, but he is a scumbag. His job is to hurt people, to scam them, to take their money, to steal their money. We pray for our brothers and sisters in Indonesia, and your heart is our heart, and we feel you. And I believe, and me myself, I come from the Middle East. Discrimination make us always better Christians, make us always better believers. It is not going to be the opposite. If you go to a Christian who live in a country where he is discriminated, you will find that he is maybe 100 times better Christian from someone live in a country where nobody discriminate him. And he is more attached to the Messiah more than someone who live in a comfortable country where the church door open anytime and you can go and you're safe. So that is going to be against the devil wish. Maybe the devil, he is trying just to scare the Christians. Yes, they get scared. But remember, at the end of the day, we as a Christians, and this is what the Bible teach, that you can kill the body, but you cannot kill the soul, which is going to be with the Lord. You know, the Muslim, they will say to you, your Bible says if you eat poison, if you drink poison, nothing will kill you. That's not what the Bible says. That is about nothing will kill us to be with God. Otherwise, the Messiah himself, we as a Christian, we believe even the Messiah himself was crucified and killed. So the Bible is not teaching that. This is the meaning you try to understand by your own. No poison, no blood, no sword can kill us, for we are promised to be living forever and will not hate even the one who killed us. God is justice, and whoever commit a crime, he will pay for it. There is no need for hate. Do we have any Muslim here would like to call me? If there is any Muslim would like to give me something about his religion to make me believe for a second that Islam is not a bad religion. Anyone? I thought we were being made perfect. Everything have two sides of it. The perfection is about what? You see, when we say I thought we are made perfect, in which way? You have to tell me what is your perfection is about. I thought we are made perfect. The Messiah, he said, be perfect like your God. It's a project to work in. That's mean you are not perfect. And this is why you are given chance to be forgiven, for he knew you are not perfect. You see, if we are perfect, if we are really truly perfect, then we should not deserve forgiveness. But because God is all about justice, he know that you are not perfect. He know what he made of you. He know. For that reason, he gave you a chance to be forgiven. Fix your imperfection. Right? Yeah, no problem. You can respond to anyone you want. I understand. You know, the only thing I find around me of perfection is sometime how God he's amazing in his creation, you know, because it's not you who is perfect, but it is the creation of God. As an example, I will give you an example about how amazing what God he did. If you look at a fly or a mosquito, how this insect fly, how fast she move. You can't even catch it. You can't even kill it. So fast. That's amazing. We as a human, with all the technology we have, we cannot and we will never have an airplane can do what a fly do. Today we are able to fly, but we are far from even making a fly. So the perfection is what God made, but he did not make you still perfect. The perfection is how amazing what he made. You know, when you look at the computer and then suddenly you have tears in your eyes because your eyes are trying to protect your ears, your eyes from being dry. That's amazing. How you are designed, how you are made, how your blood system work, how your heart work, how your liver work, have everything. That is a perfect designer, but you are not still made perfect. You are made to die. That is part of the perfection of the design. You are designed to die. The Muslim, they say that this is about the atom. Yeah, it is about the atom. The Muslim, they can find atom everywhere. Actually, we are the Arab. We are the first people in the world who found the atom. Me myself, when I was a kid, I found the atom in the street, and I gave it to my mom, and she made salad with it. Yeah. All right. Let us answer this question about the atom. Let us switch to the Quran, and just for a comedy, what we can say. It's a sad comedy. All right. The Quran spoke about the autumn. Hmm. Yeah, right. This is why the Muslim, they want to do suicide bombing. It's a suicide atom, my friend, in a church. A mother and a father, they found that the atom in their Quran, so they decide to kill as many as they can. Hmm. All right. Inna Allah la yadhlumu mithqala dharrah. That is supposedly what the Muslim, they say it's about the atom. My friend, the word dharra have nothing to do with the atom. The word dharra mean an ant. It is a very little tiny red ant. The Muslims are a bunch of idiots. If we go right now, chapter 4, verse number 40. All right. Chapter 4, verse number 40. Oh, do you see it? Surely God shall not wrong anyone so much as the weight of an atom. What is the atom here? This is a Muslim translation. The weight of the smallest ant by dimensions. Now, is the atom in the size of an ant? You see here they use the word atom, which is false, in English. But anyway, it says clearly that this is an ant. The word dharra is a word in Arabic for the smallest ant. What does this have to do with atom? Do you see how easy to get them busted? Do you see how easy? They made the ant an atom. Suddenly the ant became an atom. This is why, my friend, you need get my books. Go to Amazon.com and get my books. You will see I am refuting all those lies. It's very simple. Islam is just a collection of stupidity, and the Muslim, they try to make from something stupid science. You see, the Muslims, they hope that you will not go and search and read, and you are just an ignorant who take it as it is. Lou, this will remind me when I used to speak French before. Le garçon, le Muhammad, le idiot, le pardon, le lavu, le Allah, wrongeth not even of the weight of an ant. I mean, where is the atom? Where we can find Mrs. Atom? This is about Mrs. Ant. Liars, liars will end in fire. Do we have any Abdul? Not a single thing the Muslim they speak about science in the Quran is true. All of it, it's the opposite. As long we are talking about an ant, what about the Quran says that the Suleiman he heard the speech of the ant? Have you ever heard of an ant have a speech? Ants, they communicate, they talk, yes, they talk. All creatures they talk, but their talk, it's like just a communication way, not speech. I will show you. I will show you one of the things the Muslim they make as a miracle. This is in chapter 27, verse number 18. As long as we are talking about ants. Here in Arabic it says namla. حتى إذا آتوا إلى وادي النمل قالت نملة يا أيها النمل ادخلوا مساكنكم. All right. This is a story. It's a legend, fiction story, stupid story. Muhammad he stole it from the Jews. You can go right away, search for the Legend of the Jews, and you will read the story of Suleiman and the ant. This is a story repeated by the Jews for, thousands of years. But the Muslims here, they say to you, oh, hold on, there's a miracle here. Okay, what is the miracle, Abdul? We are listening. We are all listening. They say to you here, the word in Arabic is namla. Okay. Namla, the last letter in the naml, the word naml, which means ant, like many ants, the last letter, which is this one, ta, is ta'ut ta'nith, which means the ta for females. This is what they say. Okay, that means this ant is a female. This is a female. Let us type a word female here. Take a note. Take a note. The miracle is coming. This word is a female ant. All right. So they say to you that scientists they discover that the one who do the warning, the guard who do the warning for the ants is a female. How Allah he knew that? Now how we answer this? Anyone knows? Anyone remember from my previous videos or books how we answer this? Who remember? The answer is very silly and very stupid. In Arabic, we don't have a word for male ant. All the ants, we call them namla. Any ant, as long it is we speak about individual, we call it namla. It doesn't matter if it's a male or female. Like, do you think really we can see the balls of the ant? We call them all namla. You idiot liar. Hey, ants. Oh, this ant have a beard. Oh, look, this ant, she have a balls. This must be a male ant. I mean, look how silly. Look how silly. Unbelievable. They will not look and see how stupid this verse is. Now, this is the word namla is the miracle. They did not laugh that the Prophet Sulaiman he entered the valley of the ants. Have you ever heard of a valley of the ants? Is that a state? A valley of the ants? There's ants everywhere. I lived in the 40th floor in the Philippines, and in my apartment there was ants. And then I moved in, because obviously the one who lived before me, he did not do enough cleaning. Imagine in the 40th floor, value of ants. It's like the ants live there. There's nobody live there except ants. In the valley of the ants, an ant, she said to the other ants, hide why in the hallway in his army going, there's no ants in the way except in the valley of the ants. Ants can be located only in that area. Why? Are they preparing for invasion to be refugee in Germany because of the Chancellor Merkel? She said all refugees are welcome. So when Sulaiman, he arrived to the valley of the ants, one of the ants said, only one? I mean, look at this, guys. If you look at the details of the story, you will find how funny, hilarious it is. One of the ants, Allah is reporting, Allah himself is reporting, guys, a very important story. You see, there's tons of Christians are killed in a church in Indonesia, but Allah is worried about one ant. She said something. Allah now is mute. Allah now is dead. He will not even send more messengers because Muhammad is the last messengers. All the news is not important for him, but this is important news to report. An ant, she said to the other ants, question Muslims, what happened to the other ants? They are mute. Only one ant, she is the ant with the warning. Only one. Sulaiman, he did not hear the other ant, he heard only one. Why? Maybe she is so close to him, maybe she is in his shoulder. And look, guys, Allah is translating what the ant she said. The ant she said, and who is talking? Take a note. Allah. Unbelievable. How Allah he knew the language of ants? And you are telling me he is not the Almighty? I cannot believe that in the front of us we have the first translation of the language of ants made by the one who he called himself Allah. Allah himself is translating a statement of an ant. I mean, we should appreciate that. The ant said, "O ye ants, get into your habitations, lest Suleiman and his host crush you under the foot without knowing it." I mean, this is what make it more ugly. Even he don't even know it. And what make it more hilarious, so Suleiman, so he smiled, amused at her speech, like, what? This guy, he heard a speech? This guy, Suleiman, he was amused by the speech. Let us see how Suleiman was able, because ants, according to science, they communicate by vibration and by chemical. You can search it yourself. You will find that in my book with a reference. Vibration and chemical. Let us go by the vibration first. How Suleiman was able to hear her speech, or let us say receive her speech. I think it was like this. Yeah, hide. He will crush you under the feet. Yeah. Okay, guys, the message was saying, and this is how Suleiman here received the code of the ants. Can you slow down, please? Yeah. Okay. All right. So one of the ants, she said to the other ants the following. Exactly. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. Allah, unbelievable. And Allah is the best translator, and he translate that to us in Arabic, not in English. Take a note. But what is weird, that Suleiman, he was amused with her speech. Hold on, Muslims. Hold on. How Suleiman was able to understand the language of the ants? Any Muslim can give me the answer. How Suleiman was able to understand. Abdul? I don't wanna blow it. I'm waiting for a Muslim to say. Do we have any Muslim in the text? Anyone? Any Muslim can explain to us. Hello? Hello? It's me you're looking for. I am the one who speak all languages, including the language of the ants. But guys, the Muslims, once I was debating a sheikh, you know, I asked him the same question. Do you know what he said to me? I mean, do you know what he said to me? You will not believe it, what he said to me. I'm not going to tell you to make you more excited. I'm doing this method, by the way, because Muhammad once in the hadith, he said to the Muslims, are you ready to go to heaven? They said, yes, Prophet. He said, are you sincerely ready to go to heaven? They said, yes, Prophet. He said, are you really sincerely ready to go to heaven? They said, yes, 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 Prophet. He said, are you sincerely ready right now to go to heaven? They said, yes, 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 Prophet. The Prophet repeat again, are you really sincerely ready to go to heaven? And all the Muslims like, yes, 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 yes. They thought the bus is coming, and then he said to them, say inshallah. Like, what the heck? All of this to say to them, inshallah, God is winning? Those guys, they thought the bus is coming. Like, are you ready to go to heaven? Are you ready to go to heaven? Are you ready to go to heaven? And everybody's getting excited. And then you say to them, inshallah. No wonder we have no electricity in the Middle East, because we call the electric company. They say, inshallah, tomorrow we will fix it. Why there's no bread today? Inshallah, tomorrow we will do it. Why there's no jobs? Inshallah, tomorrow we will open more jobs. The whole world in the Middle East run by inshallah. So garbage in the street, electricity is not working, nothing is working. Even the wife and the husband, honey, why you did not work today? Inshallah, tomorrow. But honey, we don't have food for the children. Inshallah, tomorrow. I told you, inshallah. That shut up. Are you more powerful than Allah? What's wrong with you? So here, Suleiman, he heard and he was amused by the speech of Mrs. Ant. Hey, Mrs. Ant, how you feel about Suleiman? He heard your speech. Oh, it was really weird. First time ever a prophet of God, he mentioned to me and he speak about me, and even his God talk about me. I'm very really famous. The famous ant, the God who mentioned the ant. I mean, what kind of a story this story is? God Almighty in heaven sending to us verses down to earth, is speaking about a very important incident happened one day. Suleiman, he heard an ant. How deep? How deep? This is, I want to convert to Islam. Anyway, we asked the Muslim Abdul. It was a sheikh. How Suleiman, he learned the language of the ants. He said to me, Christian Prince, you claim to be knowledgeable. Christian Prince, I know what he was going to say, you know, but you have to push him in that direction. Christian Prince, you know, in the Middle East, we don't say Prince, we say Prince. Like you go to buy shampoo, we say shampoo. Do you have shampoo? You know, Christian Prince, You claim to be knowledgeable and you don't know anything about Islam, because this question you ask me now is a proven that you know nothing. And I said, okay, tell me what is the answer now. I'm waiting. All this humiliation for what? It's like, are you sincerely ready to go to heaven? Are you sincerely ready to go to heaven? And then we say yes, and then he say inshallah. Give us from the end, man. How Suleiman he learned to speak the language of the birds. I mean, sorry, the language of the ants. He said to me, because in the Quran, my friend, in the chapter of the ant, it says that Allah he taught Sulaiman the language of the birds. And he was like, ha ha ha, ha, Christian Prince, you've been exposed, you got busted. You claim to be a scholar and you do not know this verse. But this guy, he have no idea what's going on. So I said to him, Abdul, the verse in chapter 27, verse number 16 and 17, speaking that Suleiman he learned the language of the ants or the language of the birds. You said the birds. This is an ant, you donkey. Hmm. Allah he taught him the language of the birds. How he understand the language of the ants? And then he said to me, I said, you just said Allah he taught him the language of the birds. You did not quote for me the verse. You did not say what number. I am quoting it for you because I know it already. Allah taught him the language of the ants or the language of the birds. You said the birds, but the ant is not the bird. Okay, I got to pray now. I got to pray. I will be back after 5 minutes. And since that time, he never come back. He took a hike. He fly in the top of an ant. Do we have any ant in the crowd? I mean, any Muslim? Sorry, I'm a Muslim. This is a Muslim ant, by the way, because the Muslim believe all animals are Muslims anyway, and Allah he gave them Quran. Do we have any Muslim here in the bushes or something? So you see, this is why I say to Muslim, say to me 3 words in text. I will give you a funny story about your religion, guaranteed. Challenge. Don't even ask me a question. Say to me 3 words, anything, 3 words, and I will find you something. You will be sorry for mentioning that word. This is why they don't want to debate me. They made an article. It says, if a Christian prince said to you anything, don't say yes, don't say no, because whatever he say, you say he is going to trap you. If he said even the prophet was a good man, don't say yes. This is how they debate me. That's why the Muslims, the only thing they want to debate about is like a Trinity. How come Jesus is God, but he did not know the judgment day? They don't want to debate about Islam. The same topic they repeat because they are bankrupt. And we'll answer them once again, try 5 times, 7 times. But all the stupidity in their books is not even their concern. What kind of God is God? Is that a cartoon story? Is that a story for kids? What is that? When you read the like the Quran, you feel that Allah is speaking to a bunch of idiot, and he think they are kids. Now listen to me. I'm going to tell you a story nobody knows. Once upon the time, there was a guy, his name is Sulaiman. And Sulaiman, he was walking and 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 walking until he arrived to the valley of the ants. And when he arrived to the valley of the ants, anyone knows what happened? You know what? I will shave my mustache and my 20-foot beard if you know what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm saying. You guys, you say it doesn't matter what I say because you're a Muslim. I understand. Whatever Allah He say, we take it as it is blindly, right? Okay, thank you very much. Anyone is listening? Anyone is not listening? That's amazing. That's very beautiful. Anyone understand what I'm saying? Anyone don't understand what I am saying? That's exactly Islam. Thank you very much. So now when Sulaiman he arrived to the valley of the ants, he heard the speech of the ant, and what the ant she was saying. Anyone understand what the ant she was saying? Okay, tell me then what she was saying. Hello? Tell me what she was saying. Anyone understand what the ant she was saying? Okay, who of you want to tell me what the ant was saying? Hello? Unbelievable. So beautiful religion and full of wisdom. I mean, look at the wisdom in this story, guys. Don't you think the wisdom? By the way, when I opened the Quran, I put a sheet under my computer because it's a drip wisdom. And the other day, I have a lot of wisdom in the floor. It's like the ants is coming from everywhere. It's a sweet wisdom, not only wisdom. Unbelievable. This book is a truly book everybody need. I mean, after you read this, how big the change will be or will happen to your life? Can you see the impact? I mean, this is a story every human being need. When you read the Quran or listen to the Quran, you feel like you are in different galaxy. Time go, days goes, years goes. After reading the Quran for many years, still we don't understand what this book is about. Unbelievable. So amazing. Now, after we finish reading this chapter, the chapter of the ants, or this chapter here too, I mean, what is the benefit for this story? What we learn? I mean, what is that? But you will notice here something very important in the wisdom. Suleiman is grateful for Allah, for he taught him the language of the bird, but yet he got understanding the language of the ants. I mean, something really wrong here. He taught him the language of the birds, but he speaks the language of the ants. I think maybe Allah he installed the wrong software. Huh? Do you think Muslims that Allah he installed the wrong software? Because supposedly in the Quran, in the chapter of the ants, I mean the chapter of you feel right away when you speak about the Quran, you're talking about the zoo. ants, elephant. I mean, spider. There's spider. There's chapter in the Quran, chapter of spider. You believe it? So in the chapter of the ants, but I mean, why I don't go to the chapter of the ants? I mean, what's wrong with me? Hold on, let me go there. Let me go there. Because you are missing something. We are in the chapter of the ant here. But if we go, let's go to verse number, yeah, let's go a little bit backward, not forward, because we missed some verses. We did not mention them. And Solomon was David higher, and he said, "Oh mankind, Lou, I told you guys I speak French, don't I tell you? Lou, we have been taught the language of birds." I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? He been taught the language of the birds, but yet he is understanding the ants. Hmm? It says, guys, does it say there the language of the birds, or I'm wrong? Does it say that? Alors, CP, tu parles Francis? Okay, hold on. Let me answer this person who asked me a question in French. Let me practice my French. Sorry, guys, I have to practice it. Lou me as an Arab from the Middle East. I'm going to answer you in the French language. If you think with me about this verse in the Quran, you will get a very amazing knowledge. This is a French now. We switch to English so we can translate for you what I said in French. Here, David, oh sorry, Suleiman, he learned by Allah the language of the birds, which is like this. Yeah, this is the bird language. However, in a miraculous way, Suleiman, he understand the ants, which they speak like this. It's unbelievable. It's beyond imagination. I believe strongly that when Allah he sent Suleiman to learn the language of the birds, I think Suleiman he entered the wrong classroom. He did not enter the classroom for the birds. He entered the classroom for the language of the ants. Any Muslim have an answer for this? Guys, why you are making fun of my French? What's wrong with you? I speak many languages. I speak Chinese. Okay, I speak any language you don't speak. Okay, name the language you don't know. Any language you don't know, I speak it. Anyone here is Chinese? Okay, nobody is Chinese. Thanks God. I can't speak Chinese now because I don't like to show off in the front of a Chinese. You know what I mean? Ching pong, he wong, he, hey, who. Okay, I was speaking to you now about how Allah he taught Suleiman the language of the birds. However, when Suleiman he went to the school of Master Ching Hong He Ho Hey, he did get inside the wrong classroom. Instead, because it was a Chinese, Suleiman is a Middle Eastern guy like me. We read it from right to left. All right, not like the Chinese upside down. So what it says in the Chinese, it was saying the bird classroom is next room. Suleiman, he did read it in the wrong direction. It says, or did it say it says in the, which means in the right side. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's very, very good to be educated and to speak many languages. And me, myself, as a person who speak many, many languages, I can't even count them. I speak even, imagine I speak the language of Allah, which is the only language He know. Do we have any Abdul here? Any Abdul? Yeah, but we have to put into our consideration that those are blessed ants and they are Muslims. That's why the Prophet, he have a conversation with them, you know. And by the way, you need to know that ants in the Middle East, they are different. Like us, you know, Middle Eastern, we are different. Like, look at you, Western people. I feel sorry for you. Look at your face. Look at your ears. Look at your eyes. I mean, we look different. We are Middle Eastern. We are unbelievable. You know, actually, I was thinking to buy a mirror to put it in my bedroom because I don't want to look at anything except like, look at me, man. I am a Middle Eastern. Unbelievable. When I arrived to China, the police there, he said to me, which mean, why the heck a Middle Eastern like you is coming to China? Are you going to explode us? So I said to him, I said, I'm coming to eat Chinese food. That's all. The guy, he said, which mean, inshallah, you will eat Chinese food. And then they put me in a box and they took me in a car and they said to me, you will eat Chinese food in jail. Like, what the heck? Why? What I did? This is a true story, by the way. You can find it in Sahih Bukhari. And when I was in the box of the police, an ant, she came on my shoulder. This is true story. And she said to me, what is really amusing. She said there's an army of 5 billion ants. They are going to dig a tunnel under the jail and they will free me. Don't worry. And guys, I arrived there after less than 15 minutes. The army of the ants, which is my friend, the ant, you know, the ant I spoke to, and she's a female, by the way. I think she was thinking about me somehow. I mean, like, you know, date or something. Because, you know, we are Middle Eastern. We are very good looking. I mean, don't even talk about it. So the ant even could not resist, to the point she brought me. She was the queen, by the way. I don't date anyone. I date only the queens. Yeah, I don't date normal ants. I'm the same as the Prophet Muhammad. We date only ants, which is the queen. So, and this is a true story. Anyone here from the Muslims, you want to make fun of this story? Once the Muslims in their chat room, they were talking about the Catholic Pope who converted to Islam. For sure, this is false, stupid story. And this Catholic Pope, he was an Egyptian. Have you ever heard of the Catholic having a Pope is an Egyptian? I never heard of one. If you heard, let me know. Anyway, guys, what happened? The guy in the chat room, like the chat room have like 500 people listening. He's a sheikh. He said, the brother and sister, the brother and sisters, today we have a brother who converted to Islam and he used to be the Pope of the Catholic. What the heck? The Pope of the Catholic is in the chat room with us now and he converted to Islam. And then this Pope of the Catholic, which is scam as usual, he started telling what happened. He was the Pope of the Catholic and he is an Egyptian. He found the light of Allah and he decided to read the Quran and he converted to Islam. When he prayed to Allah, like Muslims, he closed the door. However, once he forgot to close the door with the lock, he did not lock it. They opened the door and they found him praying like a Muslim. They arrested him and they put him in a room, and every day they take him out and they order 12 lions to beat him with their tails, whip him like 12 lions with their tail. Unbelievable. And the Muslims guide in the text, Astaghfirullah, la hawla wa la quwwata. Those Nasara, the Christians, they are humiliating our brother. May Allah bless you, brother, for all the you know, everybody believe in the story. You know, I'm telling you, this is like true story. And then he said, then Allah, he guided me for an idea. I opened the toilet seat and I inserted myself inside the sewage. I kept going, keep going, keep going, and I came out in Egypt. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this must be a true story. I'm just going to show you something. I wish at that time I have those applications to record the screen. Video. That will be the most hilarious video ever. Yeah, I am an Arab, but it's not my fault. Trust me, it's the fault of my parents. I don't mean to, but things happen. Anyway, why you are saying he's an Arab? I mean, what? There is somebody trying to do something. Are you going to call the FBI for me? Each time I go in the airplane, they put me in the window. I mean, look how much they trust the Arab now. So look, guys, this guy, he's an Egyptian, but yet he was the Pope. True story. And he was in the Vatican. Let us see where is the Vatican. The Vatican is here. All right. The Vatican is here. This guy, he entered the sewage room here. Let me go down in the ground. Hold on. I'm going to go in the ground to show you. Let us guess which room he was in. This is the where is the Pope room? Okay, let us maybe here. Let us put him here. All right, in the front of the cathedral. What happened now? It's not coming. Okay, maybe here it's too close. Yeah, I think cars don't go to the close. You have maximum here, maybe. No. Still. Okay, maybe cars are not allowed to enter this. I never been there actually. I wish one day will go. Yeah, here. At least we can point our finger at the you know at the room where they jail him. Let us say they jail him inside that building here. Okay, actually it's obvious they jail him here because they will jail him in front of the ice cream, you know. So let us say they did jail him in this building, and now this guy, he dig and he broke the toilet seat, and then he get inside the sewage. The sewage go inside and under the city, as you know, as everywhere. I mean, this is very logical. And then this guy, he keep going under the sewage, and then he go under this, because the sewage of Italy, by the way, is connected to the sewage in Egypt, at least according to the Muslim story. All right, now where is Egypt? Egypt is here. All right, look with me carefully, brother. This guy, he inserted himself inside the sewage, and he went from here to Egypt. True story. All of this is under the sewage, inside the sewage. And he came out, he found himself inside the mosque in Egypt. Unbelievable. I mean, even the direction he landed in the perfect place. And he went out, he took a shower, and the Muslim, they asked him, Subhanallah, which means like, I mean, let me translate to you what Subhanallah mean. I don't think you guys understand what this is. A very powerful word. You know, we need a translator. Okay, Subhanallah, which is mean. Now, why I am saying this is what Subhanallah mean? Because remember, Muhammad, he received the Quran in a sound of a bell. So how a guy who received the Quran in a sound of a bell, but yet it turned to be Arabic? Obviously, there is like a code, you know, like yeah, exactly. And this is how stories of Muslims are truthful. In the history of the Vatican, Abdul, there's not even once an Egyptian was a pope. And the guy we met him in Paltalk, the one who claimed to be the Pope of the Catholic, obviously he was a Pope for Baba Ganoush. I think Baba Ganoush. Yeah, makes sense. I think he was a Baba Ganoush guy, and you guys, you get him there to make fun of the stupid Muslims who will make donation for you. Do we have any Baba Ganoush here? Actually, the geography of the Muslims always is funny. If you remember the story of Al-Bahrain, you remember the story in the Quran where it says that the two seas will not mix? You remember? The two seas, miracle, man. The two seas will not mix. What is the two seas according to the Muslims? According to Muslims, and I can, you know, I challenge any Muslim to say it's not true. I challenge here right now, not tomorrow, not next year, right now, as we speak. According to the Muslims, Allah saying in the Quran that where the two seas they met, and that is the following seas. Let me zoom in so you guys can get a better idea what seas we are talking about. I'm going to seize you today with my seas. Hold on. You will have a lot of seasy knowledge. According to Muhammad, Quran, and his God, the Mediterranean Sea, which is here, and the Persian Sea, they met together. And this is about the story of Suleiman, if you remember, not about the story of merging the water, but according to Muhammad, the story of Al-Khadr, Moses, he was ordered by Allah. Moses asked Allah, if there is a guy, he came to Moses and he said to him, if there is someone more knowledgeable than you, Moses? Moses, he said, no. What are you talking about? my friend, I'm so knowledgeable like Christian Prince. You know Christian Prince? I'm even Christian Prince, I am more knowledgeable when I care about. So Allah, he heard Moses saying that. So he said to Moses, hey Moses, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You are the most knowledgeable. There's one, which means you are number 2 in the world. And guys, I feel so bad about that because Allah did not say it's me. I mean, that's not fair. So he told him, who is this guy who is more knowledgeable than me? Allah told him he is exist in the where the two seas met, and that supposedly the Mediterranean Sea and the Persian Sea. Muslims, where the Mediterranean and the Persian Sea they met? Do we have any Muslims so good in geography? How? The second I say how, I remember a song. How could you forget? Get out of here. I mean, Muslims, this is science. This is pure science, man. How Allah he knew that those two seas met? Let me guess where they met. Let me guess where they met. Guys, just to let you know, I was number 1 in my classroom in geography. It's true that I was the only student in the classroom, but that will not change anything because Allah, he said in the Quran, I am the best of the creators, but yet he is supposedly the only creator. So if Allah can say he is the best of the creators, but yet there's no other creators, I mean, why I cannot be the best in the student in my classroom if there's no other student? I mean, come on, just anyway. According to geography, I learned in the Middle East, which is Islamic, The Mediterranean is located in the borders of Brazil. This is Brazil here. This is Brazil. Hold on, hold on. This is Brazil. And here is Hawaii, the island of Hawaii. And here, this is the state of Zimbabwe. Look, even the state look like Z, you know, Zimbabwe, you know, Zimbabwe. This is Z in the language of the ancient, by the way. And here is where the two seas met. Do you see here that this blue thing? Look, hold on. Let me zoom in. Look. You see, when Allah he says something must be true. Let me zoom in Google. What are you doing? Why you are zooming with the thing? Zoom with Google. Look here. Do you see, guys, here there's water? Do you see it? Let me explain to you what is that. The stupid in the Google, they say this is a lake. This is not a lake. This is the water of the Mediterranean go under the ground, and the water of the Persian Gulf, they go under the ground and they meet together. They make love together secretly because their relationship is illegal. It's haram. If we ask Zakir Naik how the two seas, the Mediterranean and the Persian seas, they met according to your Muslims understanding, he will say, brother Thittar, there's many things are hiding, and at the end of the day Allah knows best. When Allah he said the two seas they met together and they meet together, and this is supposedly the meeting point of the Prophet Sulaiman, Prophet Musa and the Prophet Al-Khudr. He was talking about a point of GPS, but take your consideration, at that time there is no GPS. It was the meeting place between the two seas and nobody can see it because it's undercover, for they are having sex together, illegal sexual intercourse. The Mediterranean Sea and unbelievable. True story. I mean, this is a true story. What's wrong with people? Why they cannot? I mean, look, they are so close to each other. What's wrong with you? Why you are not I mean, is that a geographic science? No. I mean, this is not a mistake. This is it's true. This is very true. Look. Okay, let me show it to you. Here again. What's wrong with Google? Google is not responding. Allah is angry. This is the Mediterranean. This is Beirut. Hello بيروت من فضلك يا عيني ترددم أعطيني بيروت دخلك على الخط شوي. So this is Beirut. Moses, he land in the airport of Beirut, and now he is going to meet where the two seas met. And Moses was looking for the location where the two seas met, where the two seas met. So he keep going, 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 he going. You know, he keep going, and Moses keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going, looking for where the seas met. And here he arrived to this lake. But no, in the true story, Moses he arrived here. Before he arrived, he is in the shore. He did not go in the sea, in the Persian Gulf yet. He have a dead fish with him, and Allah he told him to have or to carry the dead fish with him. Any Muslim want to tell us what happened? Because this is a very touchy story. Actually, if you read this story, I guarantee you and I assure you, you will convert to Hinduism. For sure, not to Islam. Unbelievable. Do we have any Muslim here? Yeah, guys, don't remind me of Nasrallah. You know, the Iranian, they throw like 60 bombs at Israel. None of them hit the target, and they celebrate victory on Israel. The Israeli, in less than 30 minutes, they hit 60 target of the Iranian in Syria, and they made them shish kebab. And the funny, the Iranian, they are celebrating victory. Unbelievable. This is the only religion celebrate victory after humiliation. Anyway, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I mean, what's wrong with you people? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Anyway, do we have any Muslim here? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, I need two. It's hard to find one. Let us look for two. Oh boy. Anyone? Any two? Any three? Any four? Hello? You know what? I think I'm calling the Muslims in the wrong language. We should use the language which the ant used with Suleiman. Mayday, Mayday, any Muslim, Mayday, Mayday. No? Still no? I mean, what's wrong? What's happening here? Why we are dry? Why? We will continue the story of the fish of Musa's maybe next time, maybe tomorrow. I don't feel like talking about fish today. That will make me feel hungry. But for sure, Allah is the best storyteller, and all his stories are true, and they are proven by science. The Muslims, they made a video that the scientist Stephen Hawking, he converted to Islam before he died. But this video is hey, Abdul, the guy is going to be buried in the yard of a church. How you explain that to me? Well, he's a Muslim, he converted to Islam, and he will be buried in the churchyard. I mean, what's wrong with you Muslims? True story, yeah. Do we have any Abdul here? Come on. Trust me, after I die, the Muslim, they will make a video says a Christian prince before he die, he says shahada. True story. Yeah. Everybody convert Islam. Everybody. The ant is a Muslim. Cockroaches. Shaitan is a Muslim. I can show you. Yeah, Salt, we spoke about that already. Do we have any Abdul here? I mean, you can find Muslims everywhere except in my present. Anyone? All right. Well, I'm not going to stay today really long. Guys, just take a note. Starting from this coming broadcast, which maybe tomorrow, I hope so, we will go back to the Arabian Prophet. All right? We'll go back to my older account, the Arabian Prophet. All right? So please take a note. And if you are a person who do not know how to find the Arabian Prophet, let's do this. The Arabian Prophet, search for the link, post it for you. All right. This is the Arabian Prophet page. I will post it for you. Just be sure you subscribe, and starting from the coming broadcast, we will do the Arabian Prophet again. Good? Do we have any objection? Listen to me. If anyone have an objection, remember one thing. Always when you speak to me, I am an Arab and I have connection. Look who is my relative. Allah speak my language. Jibril, speak my language. Not speak English, not German, not even Chinese. Unbelievable. All the angels, they speak my language. The Virgin, speak my language. Shaitan, speak my language. I mean, so who are you? Are you kidding me? You cannot contact if you don't speak the language. God, angels, Shaitan, everybody speaking my language. Allah himself, when he do the blah blah, he speak my language. The birds, when they speak to Sulaiman, it's in my language, Arabic. The ant, even the bell which is the inspiration how Muhammad received the Quran, it was in my language. Even Ya'fur the donkey. By the way, do you know that Ya'fur was a Jewish donkey? You know that? Muhammad, according to the Muslim story, imagine how much they are proud about their history. He killed a Jew, and Muhammad, he stole his donkey. I mean, have you ever heard of a prophet who is proud about stealing a sandal, the sandal of a dead man? He took his sandals. I'm serious. This is what it says in the story. He killed a man, he took his 2 sandals, and he took his donkey. However, we have to be honest. This donkey was so special. Muhammad, he spoke to him, and the donkey, he answered him. Anyone remember what the question the prophet he asked the donkey? Who remember? Anyone remember? I think all of you are getting old. You are forgetting everything. I feel sorry for you. I'm the only one is young here. I'm seriously very sorry for you. We Arab, we never get old, you know. We stay always young. Anyone remember? Yeah. Do you like females? The prophet he asked. The prophet he asked is, look how serious the question, man. I mean, and look how the prophet, he is worried very much about the handsome Ya'fur. Do you like females? I'm trying to find you Ya'fur so I can show you Mr. Ya'fur. The donkey which the prophet he stole from the Jewish guy. He killed the Jew and he took his donkey. Okay, this is Ya'fur. Take a look. Let me introduce for you Mr. Ya'fur. All right. So Muhammad, he killed the Jew guy and he took his donkey. And now the donkey is in the house of the prophet, peace upon him. And now the prophet looked like Allah, he taught him languages of the donkeys, not the same as Sulaiman. Sulaiman, Allah, he taught him the language of the birds, but yet he understand the language of the ants. So the prophet, he asked the donkey, between me and you, do you like females? Seriously, come on, do you like females? The donkey said, no, oh, no, oh. Wow, how this happened? This is a donkey is coming from different galaxy. He cannot be a normal donkey. This must be coming from heaven. He is a donkey, but yet he is a gay. Unbelievable, mysterious donkey. The first donkey ever in history. He don't like females. The mystery of Islam. You know, when I did read this story first time, I was thinking, first time a human being as a Muslim, Muhammad, speaking to the donkey, why is asking him about if he like females or not? I mean, what? What is the business of Muhammad, and why he's expect like, was Muhammad inspired by Allah that the answer will be no? Because obviously he is inspired, because the logic is that the donkey, he will like females, and here the intelligence of God. Allah, he made the prophet inspire him to ask such a question to teach us an answer which is not expected. And that what I like about Islam. It is a very mysterious religion. Allah surprises you always with his wisdom. His wisdom is beyond imagination. Mystery is the signature of Allah. You find yourself as if you are watching an action FBI CIA movie. A donkey. A prophet. And a question. And then the answer. Yahoo! Amazing answer. Make you feel happy. Finally, the prophet, he proved that he is a prophet. He was able to talk to the donkey. It's a miracle. And yet the kuffar, they say to us, prove to us that the prophet is a prophet. If the prophet is not a prophet, you idiot, how he can talk to donkeys? Ask them about sex. The question alone is enough to prove that the prophet is a prophet. Question alone. This is sound like a Muhammad is a prophet. You know what I mean? He was really a prophet. Okay. If there is any Muslim here, he don't agree with me? Nobody? Look like all the Muslims agree with me. I told you, one of the nice things about Muslims, when you speak to them about Islam, especially if you claim to be a Muslim, all of them, they have one answer. Nu'man Khan, he says something stupid. The Muslim, they say Zakir Naik, he says something even more stupid. All the Muslim, they say Bidat, he speak like donkeys and he says stupid things all the day. Muslims always agree and nobody complain. Is that correct, Muslims? Unbelievable. Now, do you understand, Muslims, why the prophet, he spoke to the donkey? Okay, why? Hello? Why? Okay, let us repeat the question again. Do you understand why the prophet spoke to the donkey? Okay, you understand. That's perfect. So why? Hello? Hello? Nobody answer. They say, as long as you don't ask them a question, Any beautiful Muslim here? Guys, let me change this picture. Otherwise, I'm going. You see, look at this. Look at this. I put a picture of a donkey. He is covered by fur, and I got a lot of people joining the chat immediately. Let me guess. Most of the people who joined the chat immediately, they were attracted to this donkey. Anyone knows why? What is special about him? Okay, the Christians don't have an answer. Let's ask the Muslim. What is the special about this donkey? For God's sake, stop saying aha. Can't you say something else? Look, I'm asking a question. Don't say aha. Okay, the Prophet said, don't write the hadith. Do you know where we can find this hadith? Imagine the Prophet said, don't try it. Shut up. What's wrong with you? The Prophet, he said to the Muslims, don't write the hadith, and the Muslim, they wrote a hadith says the Prophet said don't write a hadith. Unbelievable. Super smart. Imagine somebody just said to you don't do this, you do it, saying the Prophet says don't do it. By writing this hadith you just disobey the Prophet. Oh, donkey. I love donkeys. They are smart animals. By the way, people, they think donkeys are stupid, right? You know, yeah, they are animals at the end of the day, but there is something special about them. Let me tell you this story, and this is a true story, not like the story of Muhammad. Once we went and we did, like, you know, like, we were young kids. We went to a village in the mountains, and uh, this village, it's surrounded by a mountain. So we were worried if we go far, we will lose our way. So the villager, he said to us the following, and you will not believe it. He said, take the donkey with you. And I said, what? And what the donkey will do? He said, when you want to come back home, just let him go and follow him. I'm serious. Yeah, just follow the donkey. Imagine the donkey is leading the human, because there's no way for us to find out where we are now. It's like it's a jungle, like wood, trees, all hills look like the same. So you just follow the donkey, and the donkey took us exactly home. Even he took a shortcut. So since then, I changed my mind about the donkey, that they are stupid. Even though, like in a speech of figure of speech, we say he's like a donkey. Donkeys are smarter than those who commit suicide in a church as a family, thinking they will get virgins. If you speak to this donkey about the virgin from now until tomorrow, he will laugh at you. Even donkeys will not believe in the stupidity of Islam. Yeah, actually, the animals, they know how to go back. How? Mysteriously, you know, God, he gave them ability. You never heard of stories of a cat coming back after you throw it away 200 miles away? How did you do it? Yeah. Now, anyway, the donkey, obviously, he is you know, he grew up in that house, and he go all over those mountains anyway. And in a this is the fingerprint of God. He gave even this animal a sort of guidance. Do we have any Muslim here? What is the reward of a woman she do suicide bombing? The woman, she will be in the end with the sex toy for one of the men who married her. You know, that's all. And Allah will make her 70 times more pretty anyway. But this is for all Muslims women, which is very stupid, because let us say, let us change this picture here and find another picture. Let us look for women. Women. All right. In front of us in the screen, we have 3 women. The picture is not clear, but who care? Imagine Allah, he promised the Muslims women that the women, she will be 70 times more pretty. Now, let us say that this one, I'm not going to judge any, but let us say, like, just to take them from right to left by the alphabet. The alphabet is from right to left. Ah, I forgot I'm a Middle Eastern. Okay, here is the alphabet. A, B, C. Let us say that A is twice more beautiful than B. Twice. And B is twice more beautiful than C. And then Allah, he made them Or let us say, let's just make the first one 3 times more beautiful, just to make it more clear. A is 3 times more beautiful than B. B is twice more beautiful than C. Now all of them, Allah will increase their beauty 70 times. That's mean the first one, Allah will increase her beauty 70 x 3. Already she is 3 times pretty than others, right? Okay. 70 x 3, that will be what? 210 more beauty. Is that correct? All right. And then the second one is going to be 7. That's going to be twice more. She is already twice, and Allah will increase her beauty 70 times. So that means 70 x 2. That means she is her rank of a beauty is 140. The poor girl here, see, she will get 70 times more pretty. So guess what? You were ugly in earth, you're still ugly in heaven. Nothing changed. Because all the women, their beauty increased 70 times. So what the different? Nothing. This poor woman, Allah, He made her 70 times more pretty. Yes, but nothing changed. Because her friend now is 140 times more pretty. Her friend is 210 more pretty. I mean, how stupid Allah is. So what the benefit of being 70 times more pretty? Unbelievable. I know that's you, but you see, Muhammad, he is a man of deception. He knew that women like to be pretty, so he promised them what they like. You know, he promised them what they like. The man, he likes sex, he liked to drink, he liked to be worshipped, he liked to be women all over him. So he promised him exactly what he liked. He promised everyone what he liked. Oh, you don't see the screen. Sorry, guys. Man, oh man, I'm typing all this time and you don't see the screen. I think the end it is the end fault. The end did not inspire me. Sorry. Like good you told me. I never, I did not notice. Because this is in my background, I don't see really. My screen is busy with ants. See, I told you, Allah, He made me 70 times more smart. To the point I did not notice that it's not coming and screen. Unbelievable. Do we have any Muslim here? He have a comment or something to say? Anyone? Why your God is so smart? I mean, why Allah is so crazy smart? Unbelievable. It's too much. Let me take off those pictures, otherwise those females, they will say their pictures, and this girl, she will sue me for saying that she is number C. She will say, what? I am number C. Are you blind? What? Me? I am C? I am E. And this woman, she will thank me. She said, oh, you made me A. I did not make you A. Hello, don't be stupid. We took it from the left to the right. There's no discriminations here. Oh boy. Anyway, I think we had enough for today. Guys, don't forget that tomorrow, I hope tomorrow I will do podcast. I will do my best. But if we do it, we are going to be in the Arabian Prophet. Beach. Take a note. Anyone did not hear it? in the Arabian Prophet account. If you don't know where is the Arabian Prophet account, here we go. Let me copy the link for you. Please subscribe here and subscribe, because sometimes we switch when we have a technical difficulty. Technical, between quote and quote. Technical. It's not because Allah He made it 70 times more us for us easier there or harder. No, it is technical difficulty. So should I repeat it 70 times? That's we are going to be in the Arabian Prophet. I think this is not needed, right? So anyway, thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you all. And put in your prayer our brothers and sisters, the Christians in Indonesia. They need our prayer, and I'm sure that the Lord is with them, and they have a special blessing to be Christians in the land where Christianity is not welcome. For they will sacrifice, as the Lord He said, time will come and they will kill you, and they think by killing you they are doing favor to God. And all His words come to be true, and this is exactly what happened since the beginning of Christianity. So our heart with them, our prayer with them, and we believe they are strong enough. And Islam is very weak, and this is why Islam is going to the violence. This is a very clear sign of weakness, not strength. Violence is a weakness. It's when you cannot answer questions, you kill the one who asked it. It's you cannot explain how stupid you are, so you try to mute the one who asked you and expose your stupidity. But that will not work. That will not work. Christianity is spreading everywhere, and I cannot wait. I hope I will live before I die, and I will celebrate with my brothers in China that China is a free Christian country, because China is coming to Christ as you will not believe it. And when China come to Christ, all of it, Indonesia will follow, for they are very close and they are very much connected in languages and history and many things. So, and inside Indonesia, Christianity is spreading like fire, and this is why they are attacking churches, trying to think if they attack churches they can stop Christianity from a growth. The same as they did in Malaysia. The Muslim, they made a law that a Christian cannot use the word Allah when he speak about God. But the Muslims always in America try to say to us that Allah is just a word meaning God, and it's the same as the God of the Christians. No, the fact is not, and this is false. But because the Muslims are people who serve propaganda and agenda, so Allah is good for them to be used by you in America, but it is forbidden for you to be used in Malaysia. Because why? They were thinking, why a lot of Muslims leaving Islam and converting those churches? Maybe because those missionaries, when they speak to Muslims, they use the word Allah, which I don't agree with it, but I understand why they are doing that. For them, they mean by using the word Allah as God, but this is wrong, because Allah is not a word meaning God, it is a name. However, they forbid the Christians from using that word, hoping that they can stop Christianity from growing. But Christianity is growing in Malaysia, growing in Indonesia, growing in all Islamic countries, and nobody can stop it. India is coming to Christ, Indonesia coming to Christ, China is coming to Christ. East of Timor, it used to be 100% non-Muslim, non-Christians, and now became a Christian country, almost 100%, which is part of Indonesia. The Muslims, they can make 1 million video about a person who converted to Islam. The same person, they make tons of videos, try to get you an idea that everybody is converting to Islam. The fact, it is the opposite. When people leave Islam, they don't make videos, for Islam is dangerous cult. They kill the one who leave Islam. This is why you will not see many speaking of them, speaking what happened, their experience. But the fact, it is the opposite. People in the Middle East, in Asia, they are leaving this cult, left and right. Africa, actually, yes, Africa, Islam used to be a major religion in Africa. Now the Muslims in Africa is not even 10%. In the Jazeera TV, they have a program. You can search it on YouTube. Actually, I am the one who recorded. Otherwise, the Jazeera, they took it down from their website. They were talking about 16,000 Muslims leaving Islam a day in Africa, but they claim that the Muslims are leaving Islam in Africa because the Christians are feeding them. Mhm. Who is holding you to feed the Muslims? Muslims, you have all the oil in the world. You Muslims, you have billionaires who can feed all the African. Who is holding you from feeding the African? The Muslims, they have money to build a church in Manhattan costing, sorry, a mosque in Manhattan costing $100 million. What about saving those $100 million and save the life of 25,000 child dying every month in Somalia alone from hunger and war? They have money, but not for the Muslims. They have money to build a beautiful mosque, for they are hypocrites. Who is the one is feeding the Syrian refugee? How much Saudi Arabia gave? How much Emirat gave? The one who's giving the money is the Western. Where is the Muslims? Where's your money? Hypocrites and liars. Thank you very much for being here with me, guys. And until I see you, I hope tomorrow God is winning in the Arabian Prophet account. Until I see you soon again, as always, we close and we say Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and see you soon again. God bless. Bye bye.